Hello, dear friends and colleagues. Well, ain't this dandy? It seems like life has changed overnight, and it literally did change overnight. I was in Quebec skiing, and all of a sudden we had to leave and come back to Toronto and stay in this house together with my family, which has its challenges, but we'll leave that for another time. I wanted to say welcome. Firstly, I want you to know that you're not alone. The entire globe is facing a challenge of living a new reality, and we're collectively living a new way of life. So we're now faced with a challenge, and the challenge is here to stay for a little while and might not go away really quickly. So the question that I'm going to ask you, that I've had to ask myself is, do I want to survive or do I want to thrive? And really, do I want the best of me to come out during this time, or do I want to just pull through? And there's no right answer. There's no recipe book for what we're going through. But for me, last week, I was in survival mode. My anxiety was so high, and my palpitations and all the fight-flight system was on so badly that I couldn't even imagine making this video. But here we are. I had to dig really deep and do some reflection and find out, why was I suffering so bad, or why am I suffering so bad? And basically what it was, at the crux of it, is my pain, fear, and anxiety. The idea that things shouldn't be this way. I couldn't let go of the idea that I wanted things to be just the way they were last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't want things to be this way. The thing is, they are this way, and they're going to be this way for maybe some time. And that creates a lot of fear and anxiety. So I just want to put it out there. If you're anxious and fearful, that's totally the appropriate response. There really is no other appropriate response for this time. And so if you are feeling a great deal of fear and anxiety, that is totally normal. And the thing that we want to kind of chat about is that having a lot of fear and anxiety cuts us off from some things that are really important. Creativity, loved ones, being able to see things clearly in the moment as it is, and most importantly, drawing on our wisdom. So being in this heightened state of anxiety, one thing to know is that it is normal, but it is also great if we can get some coping mechanisms on board. So we know that COVID-19 is contagious, but so is stress and anxiety. And you feel it, you read the news, you get messages from your friends, you're constantly on your phone. I have been. And you know, the next graph you see and the next message you get can kind of totally trigger that fear and anxiety. But the message that I'd like to put out today is that this is actually the best time to practice some mindfulness. I know it doesn't feel like it is, because we're all in this heightened state of panic and anxiety, but there's actually no better time to do it now, because the challenge here is, how do we want to get through this? And do we want to get through this and thrive through it and come out on top, or do we just want to barely get by? So mindfulness is, at its crux, to be present here with the current situation. Yeah, the current situation totally sucks. I get it. But it is what it is. And the response, which is anxiety and fear, those are also normal responses. And how do we live with that? So I am thinking about starting a series of videos, short videos like this one, 5 to 7 minutes, that I'm going to put out every day. And every day you'll have an opportunity to listen to something that I've put together. That could be something that I've read from the various mindfulness platforms that I'm on, something with a short meditation or a short coping tool. Some of the stuff I might say is going to totally resonate with you and you're like, yeah, I need more of that. Some of it is not going to resonate with you at all. And some of it is going to be geared for things that you might be able to do with your family or children, because they need it just as much as we do. So, and then what I'm going to invite you to do is to reach out to me, and I'll put my website and email address at the end of this, and to let me know what you need. If you want things to be longer or shorter, you want us to do more, do less, or if there's specific topics you want me to touch on. So we're going to end today with a short exercise. This exercise is called the body scan. And basically, what is a body scan? The body scan is nothing more than just paying attention to a certain part of your body. So let's do this together. So I invite you to uncross your legs, and I want you to put your hands on your thighs. And it really helps if you can close your eyes for this, because closing your eyes kind of decreases the stimulation that you're taking in. Now, I know I don't have the most soothing voice, but I'm going to try my best. And what I'd like you to do is I just want you, with your eyes closed, with your feet planted firmly on the ground, with your hands on your thighs, take one deep breath. And that might mean anything for you. It could be a breath that's sort of shallow and in the chest. Could be a nice deep breath that's from the belly. Whatever feels right for you is right. And maybe try to slow the breathing down just a touch. And now with your eyes closed, I want you to send all your awareness, all your attention to your scalp. Are things buzzing? Do you feel a hum? Send your attention right down into your jaw. Maybe unhinge it. Maybe relax your tongue right down to the root of the tongue. Send your attention into your neck and your shoulders. Let your shoulders fall away from your ears. Now send your attention right down into your chest. Do you feel your breath there? Do you feel vibrations? Now maybe send your attention right down to your belly and relax all the tension in the belly. Now send your attention right down into your fingertips. Do your fingers feel hot? Do they feel cold? Are they tingling? Now send your attention to your thighs and right down to your feet. Do you feel your toes? Do they feel hot? Do they feel cold? And I invite you to take one more deep breath. And now open your eyes. So that's called the body scan. And you can do this maybe just before falling asleep or at any point during the day. I've done this with my son who's 12 and he likes it. So tomorrow we're going to have another video. And what I really ask for you to do is maybe send me an email at sally@mindfuldentist.ca and let me know how you like this and what you thought. And I'll see you tomorrow.